I met two masters while playing table tennis in Hefei. The first one uses a shakehand grip, long pimples on the backhand, inverted rubber on the forehand. He's definitely a hidden master. After this match, you guys can estimate his rating. He has a long pimple chopping style, and his long pimple technique close to the table is different from others. His serves are also very threatening. It looks like a relatively ordinary motion, but the spin on the ball he serves is stronger, completely different from the opponents I usually face. Let's look at his long pimple routine followed by a forehand shot. Was that long pimple shot just now a flick? His ability to defend with chops from far from the table is also excellent. Look at this point. Playing against him, the pressure of handling the ball is quite high. That's why there are a lot of unforced errors. But when receiving serves, he doesn't just use his long pimples. Here, he directly chooses a forehand loop, and coincidentally, his placement is quite precise. He looped it right onto my paddle's wood. I heard he's very good at CS. Go. Table tennis is just something he does on the side. My entire serve and attack routine was completely controlled by him. I guess I was still hoping for a no-spin ball. I have to put this one away. When I first started playing against him, I thought he was around 1,700 points, so I played quite relaxedly. Later, I slowly discovered his game is not simple at all. He's definitely not at a 1,700 point level. Look at his use of long pimples and various serve and attack forehand offenses, and his counter loops are all very outstanding. Seeing this, what do you think his real rating is? Again, the spin on this serve is always more than I expect. A simple backhand serve from him has excellent variation. He directly steps around and smashes it past me. It's the first time Evie met someone who can serve a backhand with such good spin variation. In my own service games, I don't have much of an advantage. I can only serve long. Playing directly against this kind of long pimple chopping style, I am having some trouble adjusting. Whether the ball is spinning or not, I'm not sure myself. Let's look at this serve of his. This is the first time I've seen this kind of close-to-the-table long pimple technique. It feels a bit like a flick. The ball that comes over is not easy to time correctly. We can take a closer look at this point in the replay. His long pimples, whether for defense or offense, are used very consistently. The shots he produces are also quite threatening. I thought serving long and playing rallies with him should be fine, but once he gets a read on the placement, he can even switch his paddle to attack, using the inverted rubber to attack. Let's go straight to the next point. Look how he uses his inverted rubber to backhand loop me. The consistency of his inverted rubber is even better than mine. After watching these few points, what do you think his real rating is? Next, let's look at the second opponent. This opponent, my rating estimate for him was also wrong. When my friend introduced me to this opponent, he said he's a steel plate. I didn't understand what that meant. I found out when we played. You can see his characteristics. He starts with a simple and nimble serve and attack. But this isn't his main characteristic. His main characteristic is defense. You can see for yourselves. Against my loop drives of this quality, whether he's blocking on the forehand or backhand, it's exceptionally stable. It's not that I don't want to use power when playing against him. It's that when he blocks the ball back, I can never seem to generate any power. Can you guys see what the problem is from this video? Because we had already played a few games before this, I was a bit more mentally prepared this time. On the first attack, I tried to hit with higher quality. This way, I could avoid a situation where the ball he returns leaves me unable to generate power. That was the plan at first, but the more I played, the more something felt wrong. Keep watching. On a shot like this, When I am waiting to unleash my power, the ball always comes back in a way that I can't use any of it, can't generate power. No worries, I'll try to move him around with placement, because once he starts moving, the shots will become even more awkward. It's really like being a hairy crab, completely tied up. I can't generate any power at all. Where is the problem? Besides making the quality of my first attack a bit higher, what other placements can I use during the rally to avoid falling into his trap? Look at this serve. Suddenly a long one. Serving directly like this. But it's okay for now. It's my turn to serve. Look, I think the quality of this serve is decent. His return was suddenly shorter than I expected. Then he suddenly pushes a long one like this. It's really uncomfortable to play against. And those two casual flicks just now, I made an error on my side. His offense isn't the type with especially high quality, but he always manages to change the rhythm. He accelerates whenever he wants to. This is something worth learning from. For this next point, you could say, I learned a trick from him by using some placements and changes in rhythm to move him around. When a real opportunity presents itself, then I'll use power to finish it. The feeling of playing against him is a lot like doing a drill, but one where you can't generate any power. The power of the returned ball is controlled by him perfectly. He just makes it so you can't use your strength. Then he just casually adjusts the placement and wins the point against me. Playing like this, I lose more and more confidence. My opponent's defense is too good. Standing there, he's really like a steel plate. I can't loop through him at all. Lastly, let's look at his serve and receive. A direct backhand attack. Then I prepared for a continuous rally with him, but the problem is still the same. I can't generate power. So, based on this game, what rating do you think this opponent has? You can leave your methods for countering these two players' styles in the comments section. Okay, thanks everyone for watching.